it was 2 weeks or 3 weeks before, I said, every prayer at night, I'm going to ask God to send Elder Uchtdorf, because he spoke German.
Yeah.
I said, so he's going to come and close the word out. But nobody knew nothing about it. The bishop says we tried, the stake president tried to get in contact with him. Nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to Elke, is her name, I said, if Elder Uchtdorf will come, I will meet him no matter what I have to do.
Oh.
So anyway, I reached down to get the hymn book, and everybody was standing up. I said, what's going on? And here comes Elder Uchtdorf in the walkway with his wife. But a half a minute before it started, something like
last
that.
Minute.
Yes,
We didn't
Nobody
even know
knew.
who's coming.
Nobody
They were
knew.
free
And
of
you were
them.
right. You were just right there too.
And I thought that was great.
Yeah.
But he only spoke maybe 3-4 minutes in German, and then he went into English.
Because
Yeah.
we had all these kids, these people, that
Yeah.
230 attended.
Wow.
But then, when everything was over and the church was eliminated, he had to speak to all the people up at the podium, and as soon as he quit, from way back there, I was up there.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know that there was somebody there taking pictures. So anyway,
Deseret News.
I was,
The Deseret News, the
Oh,
newspaper was
the
there.
Deseret News.
Yeah, we knew they were there. Yeah.
I didn't know that,
Yeah.
but anyway, I was the first person he talked to. And he had, in a conference, he had a speech, and he said, the whole flock of sheep, there's always some sheep getting lost. And he opened his arms and said, please come back. That was one of the things that made me go back to the church. And I explained that. He said in the speech, he said, I should be a German shepherd. So when I got to him, he didn't know me or nothing like that. I went, greeted him, and I said, Elder Uchtdorf, if you're a German shepherd, I should be a Swiss Saint Bernard.
That's his name.
That's
now.
his name. Yes.
I answered the phone, Saint Bernard
Yeah, if you
speaking.
call him, he says Saint Bernard.
Yeah.
So anyway, he let go of my hand and he hugged me for 2 minutes. I couldn't believe it.
And the picture was in the Deseret News.
And then
Yeah.
Oh,
then-
that's so precious.
With tears in his eyes.
with my bishop, my old bishop's wife called me and says, Paul, on Wednesday, she said, you are famous. And I said, no, how could I be famous overnight? That he said, you are in the news, yeah.
Wow.
And that was great. Then, I'll make the story short, I said to Elke, and you know what, the man doesn't know me really, just say hi and good and all that. We got to follow up. She says, well, what do you want to do? I says, I want to write a letter. And she is an editor, you know. So she said, what do you want in the letter? I said, this and this and this and this. All of that has to go in. And then, so we could send it off. And she had the letter all printed up, plus more copies, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, no, I don't want to read it. Read it to me, then it works better in my brain.
Yeah.
And she read it. I said, that's good. And I said, let me look at it. And I says, Elke, we can't send this. She says, why not? Everything is spelled right, everything is laid. I mean, everything is laid out right, so it's perfect. I said, you spelled the name wrong.
Oh.
She didn't put the T in. I said,
Uchtdorf.
Ucht, you know.
TD.
Oh.
Yeah.
TD.
So
Which is very uncommon. In
it's,
German.
and she said, okay. She grabbed everything. She went back. I said, we got to change one more thing. What we wrote in for Michelle, my daughter, what died.
Oh.
and we changed that too then.
Yeah.
We sent it away. I sent it away. I went to the post office on Monday morning. 1 week later, on Monday afternoon, the mailman came, and I had a return letter from him.
Oh, that is so precious.
Beautiful letter
Oh,
to Paul.
It's all, and his signature.
that is beautiful. That is
All
so
it's
beautiful.
on my wall now.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't miss it.
That is beautiful.
Everybody walks in my house has to see it.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's how I met the man.
Mm-hmm.